All right, guys, welcome back to PWTB. The next discussion we got is the Texas Longhorns will have a quarterback battle coming up. Newcomer, Alex Manning, and you know, I think he's heading into his third year. Texas quarterback, transfer from Ohio State, Quinn Ewers. Who do you think's gonna win the job and why, Evan?
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. I just wanted to talk a little about Arch Manning because you guys might hear, well, Peyton and Eli's nephew, Cooper's son, is coming up, and that might be all you hear about him. So just a little kind of background about Arch Manning. He went to Newman High School in New Orleans, Louisiana. I think that's where Peyton went to. I could be wrong on that. And just a little bit about his 247, about him as a quarterback. He's 6'4", he's like 215. He'll probably add a couple pounds in those college weight rooms by the time he gets to the, like, let's be real, he's probably going to the NFL. But
Hmm.
we'll see. He part of the 247, he appears to have good pocket awareness, presence, and the ability to extend plays with his feet, which would be a little different from a Manning. Yes, he's only 17 years old now, right now, so he could get slower. But Peyton and Eli weren't known for their legs. Let's just put it that way. But so he has mobility as a runner to have respect in situational down and distance areas. This is all from 247, by the way. I don't know if I said that. Exhibits clean feet in the pocket while demonstrating good foot quickness. So a lot about his feet, footwork, which is interesting because Peyton Manning was always known as the sheriff. Um, this is a little different. I will say that. And he has good play tempo. So they talked about his arm talent. He has great arm talents. He displays arm talent, showing the ability to make every throw on the field within the pocket. Shows the ability to drive the ball downfield. Intermediate passing game, has a really good deep ball. And he has good touch and go placement with his receivers. The one thing that they criticize him a little bit was he can play rushed under duress, which is pretty common for any rookie quarterback that or young quarterback in his case. That's not college level, high school, even early NFL. Is that they're trying to make the plays, so they'll get a little rush. So that's not really an Arch Manning thing. That's just more of a young player thing that he's going to have to work on, not make those throws when under pressure. I'm sure in high school he probably wasn't under. He probably had some like insane stats. Like some of those people are going to the NFL like in high school. Like I remember Derrick Henry coming up. He like just had insane high school stats. So I can't imagine in high school he faced much pressure. We may have to see how that works out. Well, not the Big 12 anymore. The SEC. We'll have to see how that works out for Arch Manning. But overall, I think high school, easy pass. Let's see how he does in college. I'll turn it over to Jake for that. How do you think this quarterback battle is going to play out with him coming to Texas?
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, Alex Manning very great in high school. Unless he shows out in college, this is Quinn Ewers' job. This is his job. Alex Manning is going to take a year, learn behind Ewers. Ewers going to go to the NFL draft next year. Alex Manning will take over. I just don't see Alex Manning winning this job coming into college. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think this was the plan. He knew what he was signing up for. He knew he wasn't going to take the job right away. I'm not going to say it's impossible because he is a Manning. We don't know if he's that talented, you can't keep him on the bench. He's was 247 ranked him as the number one prospect in all of 2023, by the way. So you got to take that into consideration too. So I'm not going to sit here and say it's impossible, but yes, I think they want Quinn Ewers to have the job. I think they want him to finish out, go to the NFL because he is NFL caliber. We know that kind of stuff can switch year by year, but they will give it to him, and we'll see what Texas does. I'm really interested, kind of like what I was talking about with Arch Manning, though, is how is like if pressure is a big thing, and again, that might just be like, well, okay, 247, we got to get one flaw in there, like otherwise we're gonna look like we're just sucking up to him. But you know, they got to check that out and see if this pressure thing is really a big thing because the SEC is, I mean, I know it's not the best defensive conference in the world, but they got some, they'll have those 5 stars back there. How Arch Manning will deal with that will be interesting to watch, I think. Well, yeah, he I don't know, Texas just going into the SEC, like, because I thought Texas was a lame duck going into the SEC. I thought they were gonna finish low. But this Arch Manning thing definitely makes it a lot more interesting.